Hi there YouTube, it's Melissa. I'm back. I've been cranking out a ton of videos, so this next one I'm going to do while I have all of the last layout I just did was a sports related layout. So while I have all my stuff out, I'm gonna go ahead and do my next layout, which would be a 5K like race day event for my daughter and her friend. So I don't have a ton of stuff. I have this, and really they didn't do a 10K, they did a 5K, so I may have to hack this up a little bit. Here's some vellum run paper, and I do have one stamp. It's a Stamp Abilities from Hobby Lobby. So yeah, I will just be using some of the stuff that I have out, and I'm gonna give it a go. So stay tuned. Okay, bye. Hello YouTube, I'm back, and I have the layout completed. Didn't take me very long. It's kind of just hoping to use some things up. So a couple of things I'm really excited about. I'm going to share this layout, but a couple of things I'm really excited about are the fact that I'm not a huge banner person. If you've watched any of my videos, you know that I don't really put banners on my layouts. If ever, maybe never. So in buying like wood veneer packs and other kinds of things, you get that kind of ephemera. And so I had some wood veneer banners, flags, and things that I wasn't using, had been in my stash for years. And I got the idea to do something fun with them. And so let me share the layout, and then I will talk about the details. Okay, so here's the overview. Okay, so let's start at the top. So I backed this up on white because, quite frankly, this gray that I used, that I roughed around the edges, is like from a Michaels Recollection paper pad and super flimsy, so there was no way I could use that as background paper. I decided to give it a white border just because I knew I was bringing some white elements into this page. Excuse me. So on the bottom half, this is not attached here, but I added that run vellum. And then here is that banner I was speaking about. It's actually wood veneer pieces that I colored just like I always do with my black Sharpie marker. They were connected with like a wood, the actual banner itself, and I just cut them apart with my Tim Holtz scissors. I hid all the rough edges under there, did the black marker, and I glued them down to this edge here. This black is just a piece that I cut, and I actually put it up on foam on one side, and this is just gray and white twine from my stash. I just tied it in a knot. So the bottom half was already pretty much done because using this banner was complete success for me. Like, so happy it's out of my stash. So then on the top, I went with the papers that I had out, which were the That's My Boy from Echo Park. So really, I made these frames with some dies. I made all this ephemera with dies. This was actually from my thickers. I'm trying to use those up slowly. So the Paper Studio Alphabet foam stickers. Doesn't have a name, so whatever. Spelled out Race Day. Use my typewriter as usual to add my journaling. And then the frames, I just, super simple, just layered up. These are the Spellbinders, but there's tons of square frames out there. Just layered them up and cut. I actually did one layer of pattern paper. You can see it's got a little dimension here. One layer of pattern paper, and then the rest was just plain cardstock. And so I made these two frames the exact same way with the same sizes. This photo is a 4x6, and I used my Stampin' Up! Punch to make a photo corner there. Sorry. And so let's see, then this circle. So I mentioned before that I had this runner stamp. So one thing I want to mention is Jennifer McGuire did a video a little bit ago about how to kind of I know I'm not going to use the right word, but to kind of season your stamp. There's several ways out there. This happens to be the best way that works for me. And so whenever I have stamps that are acrylic, which in essence, I mean, I'm not trying to downplay stamp abilities, but acrylic stamps are cheaper, they're flimsier, and they don't stamp as well, in my opinion, which is one of the reasons why I got my hands on the Misty, because I thought, gosh, this will help me get the perfect impression. But another way to do that is to take your stamp, season it with Versamark, just clear Versamark, and then don't clean it, just wipe it off with your hand. And then, so I actually did that on these two pieces. This was stamped with a black, and then I embossed with clear. This was stamped in black, and I embossed with clear. And look how crisp that image is. For acrylic stamp, you know, they're usually cheaper, not so great. So I'm really happy with that technique, and I use it quite often. I mean, I generally don't, unless there's something that I just can't resist, I don't buy anything that's not photopolymer anymore. But in the beginning, you know, clear stamps were all the rage. I was trying to get my hands on them. So this runner is just cut with a circle punch, but the 5 and the K is from Lawn Fawn Kohl's ABCs, and the 5 is from MFT's Little Numbers. They coordinate very well. Again, I used a circle punch for this runner, stamped it, embossed it, and then this here is just from Paper Smooches. It's a star. It's actually this tiny one. I put it on a circle. I used a little tiny bit of the Wink of Stella to give it some glitter, and then I used one of these clear epoxy bubbles on top to make it look like a piece of flair. So I did that, and then my stamping, as usual, I took from this is a Studio Calico stamp set. I wanted to say it's called Hey Girl, but right here, You're the Boss, or Like a Boss and You're the Best with the VersaFine Onyx Black ink. You can stamp on photos with that. And really that's it. This was just a blue for my stash. I think it turned out super cute. I'm really happy with it. And yeah, it's gonna go in my race album. And yeah, thanks for watching. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and also if you have any questions, feel free to let me know and ask them. I'll do my best to answer them. All right, and you can find me on Facebook at Cut It Up Creations. Thank you. Bye.